All right, so I've got another video for you, and yes, dun dun dun, fractions, because fractions are the best. Woo woo, fractions are the best. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so obviously this is a terrifying looking problem, and there are a lot more fractions than you're used to. Now notice there are two x terms and there are two constants. This is just like when you we're doing the problems in the first video. You have to go through and you have to combine like terms first. So some terms that I see that are alike, we've got some x's here. Hopefully you guys can see that. So we've got that guy and this guy. And then we've got a constant here and a constant there. So we need to go through and combine them. Now, hopefully you remember that in order to combine things, combine like terms, they need to have the same denominator. Yeah, that's going to be fun, but you can do it because we've been practicing it a lot. So we have a 1/2 x and a 4/5 x. Common denominator for that would be a 10. So it's really hard to write on here. So I want that to be a 10, and I want this to be a 10. Now if I change that 5 to a 10, I had to multiply by 2. So I'm going to do that to the top, and it's going to become 8/10. And if I change this 2 to a 10, I had to multiply by 5, which I'm going to do there as well, and I'll have 5/10. So you have 5/10 x and 8/10 x. If I combine those, I would have 13/10 x. Okay. Now, putting together those constants. You have 2/3 and you have 7/2. So common denominator would be 6. So I'm going to change those to 6's, but if you change one thing, you have to change everything. So to go from a 3 to a 6, I had to multiply by 2, which I'm going to do up top, and I'll get a 4. To go from a 2 to a 6, you'd have to multiply by 3. I'm going to do that to the top, and I would have 21. Now pay attention, both of those are negatives, so you can combine them. They have the same sign. So that would give me a negative 25/6 equals 10/9. All right, so I have combined my like terms. Woo! It's a miracle. We're still not done. Oh my God. All right, so from here, every single one of you should know what to do. We would need to add, that's not a good color, add 25/6 on both sides. Now, in order to add fractions, they have to have the same denominator, so I'm going to have to do some changing again. Common denominator would be 18, so I'm going to make that 6 and 18. I had to have multiplied by 3, so that's going to become a 75. If I want to change this to an 18, I had to multiply by 2, so the top will become a 20. So 20/18 plus 75/18, we're going to have 13/10 x equals 20 plus 75 is 95/18. Okay. Woo! This is fun. Now, from here, you know what you're going to have to divide, which means you're going to keep switch flip. And when we keep switch flip, so I told you can kind of write it as multiplying by the reciprocal, so those will cancel. Now there's a little bit of cross reducing I can do. 10 and 18 can be reduced to 5 and 9. And there's no hope for that 95 and 13, but that's okay. So 5 times 95, oh lordy. I believe that is 475. 9 times 13 is 117. Oh, Lord. That was not fun, but same process. All right?